Good morning. It is day 22 of POEMVEMBER 2022, where we're writing one poem a day in this month to practice getting back to oneself through the act of writing. And if you're already inside of that practice, I am offering 3 prompts every morning of this month to help inspire people who could use a prompt or two. And I've been using a poem, sometimes 2 poems, from one writer who I find inspiring myself, and I'm hoping you'll find inspiring as well. So what we do is we read the poem, and then I offer 3 or more prompts, and then we come back the next day for another poet. Today's poet inspirer is Gabrielle Bates. I chose one of her poems called Time Lapse, which is published by Catapult, and I'll read it quickly, not quickly. I'll read it with intention now. Okay. Time lapse. A hummingbird is pulled like a bull toward the loudest reds, lands on the inmost branch to preen, when only I with window view can see the arching backs of her green torso. I think of the sentence the boy, man, said to me while I lowered myself to a frameless twin-sized mattress. Your neck looks so breakable. In a time lapse, nothing happens smoothly. Red horns quake as they splinter from limbs on the bottle brush. It was never the same after that, dancing, walking around the cemetery I liked to visit when the weather was good, buying groceries after sundown. And what did I say to him? Did I say, thank you? Prompt number 1. This prompt relies on the concept of ekphrasis, which is a method of writing in response to a visual medium or a different type of art medium. So it could be audio as well, but the classic definition of ekphrasis is writing in response to a visual medium. So I'd like you to locate a time-lapse video, something that is depicting something of interest to you or not, but it has to be a time-lapse video. Make it at least 5 minutes long, I would say. And I would like you to both describe what you're seeing and also respond to what you're seeing. Emphasis on response. So like in time-lapse, I want you to take the visual of your time-lapse video and have it inspire emotions or memories or otherwise connections in you, just like this poem offers connections of violence, a loss of innocence, of reconsidering a moment where everything changed in the speaker's mind. That's prompt number 1. Prompt number 2 is, this may not be as universal to everyone, but I'm hoping it is. So for prompt number 2, I'd like you to locate a time where you thanked someone after they caused you damage or misfortune, whether it was intentional or not. Write the poem about this moment. Or consider a time when you said thank you, but would rather have said something very different. So I hope that's universal enough for everyone, because not everyone says sorry and thank you as much as I do, when I don't necessarily mean to say those words. Okay, prompt number 3. Consider this prompt as a reverse ekphrasis. So in your mind, take a moment from your life that feels especially potent with emotion, any emotion, and write a poem that shows your reader the details of this moment as if it is a scene in a movie or a large painting, or possibly a time lapse. Write this poem that shows your characters, your setting, your color tones, the mood, props, that kind of stuff. That's the final prompt for today. So that's everything. There's information about Gabrielle Bates in the description below. Also, she has a book coming out in a month, so like pre-order that. I think, yeah, there's a link in the description below where you can pre-order that. It's called Judas Goat, and it's startling and stunning. So look into that now. Tomorrow's poet inspirer is Annie Grizzle. And then on the 24th, we have Catherine Esposito Prescott as our poet inspirer. I'm KP Kashabowski. I'm a poet, I'm a filmmaker, and a theater maker, and also the guide of the Labyrinth, which is a new and growing resource library for writers.